Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 38. In episode 37, I spent most of the time just buzzing around the map, looking for things that required attention, and found a couple of old routes that had been defunct a long time ago and I'd gotten rid of all the vehicles for, but not actually demolished all the buildings and roads and all what have you. So we went ahead and did that, and that brought our property maintenance down quite a bit. It was around 173 before. Um, I mean, it certainly isn't as big a deal as it was the last time I did that when we were in deep, deep debt. But still, I see no point in paying for buildings and roads and what have you that we're not even using. So we got rid of that. And other than that, we've just been buzzing through the years mostly. As I've mentioned before, the next vehicle that comes into play is a boat in 1926. And for those of you who watched any significant portion of Season 1, you're probably wondering why I'm so excited now about boats, considering how much I was verbally trashing them in the first season. And that's actually very interesting. Basically, I've been stuck with these little horses and now some weak steam vehicles for so long that I actually am looking forward to boats, even though I do not like them in the slightest, just for the variety. So I'm sure very soon after I get the first couple of boat routes in, I will already not like them again, but hopefully I can endure them for 2 years, then we get planes, and things start becoming okay again. I would really have liked trains to have arrived sooner, but that's okay. In the meantime, we're just cruising through the years. I'm trying to get about 4 years per episode in. I think that'll be a pretty good clip to get us through the years. At that point, I won't necessarily play on full speed at all times, like I have been the last few episodes. Like I say, though, I'm just trying to burn through the years to get to that point. So the other way we'll know when it's coming, this mail mission here, when it gets down to 4 years remaining, that'll be 1926, and that's going to be our first route, unless something else comes up that's more interesting. But that's going to be our first route by boat. So I'm going to make some boats that carry mail, assuming there's some available. I didn't actually check. I should have checked what kinds of boats they were. Oh well, we'll figure it out then. If not, maybe then that mission just goes by the wayside. I'm not overly worried about it, because the road version for here would be kind of crummy. In fact, I'll pop over and show you, just for those of you who didn't see that episode. So it's this city here that wants mail, but if you look, there are no other cities even remotely near it. This is the closest one, and it requires, a huge, huge bridge or a really, really long circular road. Neither of which are options I like. If I can do it by boat, or even by plane a couple of years later, it'll be really easy. So if we can't do this one by boat because whatever boats become available do not support mail, then they get to go down to 2 years remaining, and we'll try and see if a plane will do it. Again, I didn't check what cargo the new plane in 1928 supports, but I have to assume mail will be available because usually passengers and mail on planes are the same type of unit. If you say it's a passenger plane, they also automatically grab some mail. So we shall see though. But that's joy for another decade and change from now. In the meantime, we've got a couple missions here that are going to be expiring soon. So we'll wait and see what they get replaced with. And hopefully that'll be something interesting. In the meantime, let's go back to seeing what's going on in our little L-shaped city here. This little interesting route. The other thing I'd done in the last episode, I switched these valuables over to be doing full loads, because I had noticed in a lot of cases, because the two of them were side by side, like when they were arriving, the second one for sure, sometimes even the first one strangely, would only pick up 1 or 2 bags of valuables instead of the 8 it can carry. And at that point you can see they were just losing money hand over fist for no reason. Now, oops, sorry about that folks, what did I do? I must have hit something on my keyboard, sorry about that. But now you can see what it's doing is picking up full loads, so now it's actually profitable. So yes, that means they sit in the stations a tiny bit longer, which possibly will hold up other traffic like the mail or passengers or what have you. But I still think overall it's going to be worth it. So, anyway, we're just about done with 1914, so let me be the first to say happy 1915, everyone. And there we go, 1915. Plus autosave. So it looks like early 1916 will be this mission falling off, and late 1916 will be this mission falling off. So we'll see what we get. Because I don't imagine any of these other ones will finish before that. I mean, this one here, it's at 70%. You're thinking that's probably pretty good. But this farm here just has such limited production that it really doesn't bode well. And I checked a long time ago if there was another farm nearby. I haven't checked recently. Let's just see real quick if there is another feeder farm available nearby. No, it's way, way, way over here. That's a way longer than I want to go. The other one that's going decently is this mail mission here. But again, while it looks like it's pretty good, I only currently have 2 vehicles doing the mail because the amount of mail they're producing just isn't that much. So it really isn't much point. Oh, this is going to be tough because my station's right beside the bank. There we go. Actually, this side has a lot of mail, so I could actually add a few more mail trucks. Maybe I will, just to speed up the mission. What I should do is from the depot. Oh, that's right, I did some by road and some by streetcar. Apparently I like making things confusing for myself. Anyway. And they all are looking to be replaced. Did I not set up... Let me just check real quick. I started to keep jumping around like this, but I thought for sure I'd set up replacement strategies for these, but apparently I did not. Yeah, that's slower and less carrying capacity, so no, I'm not going to be switching that. No, they can just renew exactly as they are now. That'll be fine. But anyway, I am looking for some of the male ones, which are hiding on me. Oops. Okay, you need to wait a minute. I gotta do one thing at a time here. Otherwise, I'm gonna get something mixed up. Could the male ones be... I'm looking in the wrong list. No wonder I can't find them. I should be looking in the small list. Wow. See, this is why I don't do a lot of trying to do too many things at once, because things just get messy. Okay, so it's these we want to do. Fine. Fair enough. That is the road, not the... because one's a streetcar, one's an actual road vehicle. So we want the ones coming from just the depot, not depot 2. So it's this one that wants to clone. I'll clone 2 more of these. Perfect. Okay. And we'll let them go. And we'll close all these extra windows so I don't get confused as to what's happening. Now we can come and address this. New road vehicle for coal. Actually, that might be worth using. That might just be worth using. Let's have a look at our current coal situation, wherever it is. Ones that we don't have anymore, I'm going to take off the list just to make this list shorter. Alright, where is our coal? Passengers, mail, valuables. There, these are our coal. Okay, so it's faster and it holds more. The reliability is really low because they're prototypes. So as long as I just tell it to replace just the old ones, they will just replace later. And by then, the reliability will jump back up to something reasonable. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so that's a straight upgrade. I like it. Excellent. Okay, so we close all that. And let's get the time rolling again here. Excuse me. All right. Good stuff. Go I am starting to feel like we're really getting somewhere in this run through. As I mentioned earlier, back in the episodes, the 10 to 20 range. Oops. Yep, that looks like an upgrade for wood. I really wasn't sure that we were going to make it through this because the debt situation was so bad. So once we finally conquered that, we really turned things around. So, oh, I actually had multiple things doing coal. We should all be switching to the Bradley. Let's make sure that's set. Yes, you should definitely all be using the Bradley, and then let's find that wood vehicle. There it is. See if that's an upgrade. So faster, less carrying capacity though, but faster. I will take it. Faster is better than capacity when they're close. While we're at it, let's see if anybody else needs attention. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I think we're good. Fantastic. Valuables truck. Okay, let's look at that. Wish they'd kind of put them a little closer together so I could just do this all at once instead of coming in here every like month or two is what it seems like now. But anyway, it was the page, so faster and more capacity, done and done. That was an easy one to decide. All right. Now these valuables ones here, or is it these ones? One of them I thought was just about to get renewed, but I think I'm looking at the wrong ones. But that's okay. Not a problem. For mail, let's go look at the mail situation. Again, it's kind of crazy for them to come up like this, but anyway. Oops. Alright, so same speed, more capacity, done and done. Do I have anything else hauling mail? I don't think so. I know I have multiple things that do passengers, so I keep an eye on them, but... oh, I do have another one doing mail. Okay, so these are the trams then. So yes, that's already been sorted, and there's nothing better than those yet, right? Right, okay. So we're all caught up again. Okay. Good stuff. I keep hearing an interesting little sound. I'm wondering if could that be here? Kind of sounds like a rail crossing sound I don't remember hearing before. I'm going to zoom in and see if I can hear it again. I'm not sure which window it's coming from. Could be here when something's trying to cross this intersection. No, it's not that one. I'm not sure what it's from then. Or could it be here, these things doing maintenance? Maybe. I'm not sure. It does, however, look like, if I'm not terribly mistaken, this is one of the newer buses that we just got recently, the passenger trams. So that's nice. It's a cute little vehicle too. I like it. So it actually looks like a bus. So, neat. Very, very neat. Alright, so that one mission dropped off, but it was just replaced with another livestock mission, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And we're still a few months away from the other one dropping off, so nothing to see there yet either. So for now, we're just going to keep watching the trams happen. Because they are absolutely awesome. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, they always do a whistle when they come out of the station, so that ding sound must be the passenger, that tram bus. That must be its form of a whistle, that little ding sound. Makes sense to me. Yeah, that's definitely what that was. Okay, good. At least now I know what that noise was. So I don't have to be concerned that something's going on that I'm not aware of. It's always good when the guy piloting the boat has some idea what's coming. So, through an autosave, and off we go. Fantastic. So yep, about another month or so, and then that one will vanish. And let's see if we get something decent to replace it with. Hopefully, anyway. That just makes those even cuter, in my opinion, that cute little dinging noise. I like it. I like it a lot. It's the little things about these kind of games that amuse me so. Alright, so that's grain, and that's to that same factory that's already doing livestock and grain, so that mission actually will go all by itself, so that's fine. We can just ignore it, and it will run away on its own. And actually the grain side should go pretty decently because they are at least producing a decent amount of grain at the farm I have connected to it. It's really just the livestock that is really low production, so even though this one's, you know, almost three-quarters of the way done, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if this grain mission still completed faster. Which is kind of sad if you think about it, but anyway. That's okay. Alright, 1916 is just about done. And happy 1917. Awesome. And we'll try and get through all of 1917 so we can put a cut in the video at 1918, because that's a great... I like to try and break at the beginning of the year if I can, because it makes more sense to me to pick it up like that. And at that point, if we do get to 1918, then we're only 8 years from new vehicles. We'll finally get boats. So that'll only be probably 2 episodes away at that point. I like it. Very, very good. I don't think any of our missions are going to be completed anytime soon, and none of these ones are going to be expiring relatively soon, so we probably won't have much happening in terms of missions, so we're really just going to be buzzing through time. It's really the focus of what we'll be doing. It always bugs me when they break down as they're entering the maintenance facility. That just seems harsh. Anyway. Seems to happen a lot, though. I don't know if that's deliberate or incidental, but see, happening again. It does seem to happen a lot more often than I think it really should. And get another one right there. It's like they're, you know, I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. Not so much. See, that one crapped out, but it was in front of its maintenance shed, not this one over here, so again, it was the exact same thing. Just, you know, mere moments before reaching their maintenance shed, they stop. It's a little bit crazy. But oh well, that's okay. Working around stuff like that just adds to the challenge of the game, so this is good. That is such a cute little vehicle. I really do like that little ding-ding noise as it comes out. So, if that makes me weird, then I will take the title of weird, and I'm okay with that. That title does not bother me in the slightest. I've certainly been called worse. For the longest time, one of my coworkers used to refer to me as a, what was the expression? Mutant freak, or something not far from that. Just because even when it's fairly cold out, I still like having the air conditioning on because, frankly, it can't be cold enough at any point. So she used to always get really upset because, of course, she doesn't like cold, so she'd want the AC not only off, but, you know, heaters on, and I'd be sitting there going, but it's really, really hot in here. So, it was good times. But yes, that's why I will take the title of weird, and it won't bother me in the slightest. But anyway, so we are running a little tiny bit over on time here for this video, but I am going to let it run just a little bit longer, just so we can get to 1918. Because I think that'll be a good stopping point. Makes sense to me. So, at this point, folks, I'm going to put a cut in, so until next time, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.